All right, so this is Matty D here with collegebasketballytest.com, and I'm joined today with Josh Solomon. Josh, tell us a little bit about your beat.
Hey guys, so I'm a senior staff writer, reporter for the GW Hatchet, and during the men's basketball season, I cover the team, giving a statistical analysis of the team most of the time, and sometimes covering the regular games, but I'm there watching every game.
My favorite player on this team, just watching from afar, not being in the DC area or seeing this team in person, is Joe McDonald. I think he reminds me a lot of Eric Snow, just solid point guard, just doesn't turn the ball over much, can score when he needs to, always looking to distribute. Kind of talk about what the expectations are for his senior season.
In his junior year, the turnovers started to go down, but his senior year, it's really about keeping the turnovers down. He has one of those players for the dramatic, and Joe McDonald likes the spotlight on him, and he'll shoot the free throws in the clutch, he'll take the game-winning shot, but he'll tell you, he says, I'm not going to demand the ball. If he gets the ball, he'll take the shot, but he's not going to demand for it. So it'll be interesting to see his senior year mentality, whether or not he's a little more aggressive on the court, knowing it's his final season.
So the name of my blog is collegebasketballytest.com. I like to ask specifically, in person, what are some of the teams or players that really jumped out to you when you saw them in person?
Every time you watch VCU, you feel their presence. VCU has a presence coming to a gym. Whether or not that was a part with Shaq Smart is going to be the key question this year. The big interesting part is the opening game this year against Virginia. Second game of the season. And that'll be the eye test for GW for sure. Tyler Kavanaugh, the big 6'9" forward from Wake Forest. Finally, after sitting out a year, he will be on the team and playing. So now you're gonna have Tyler Kavanaugh and Kevin Larson as the two big boys in the post, and it's really gonna change the offense of the team.
And we talked a little bit about VCU, a little unknown coming into this year. Who else in the A10 scares you as a GW fan?
Rhode Island has just been building and building and building under their new coach, and have become a great threat every year. Obviously for GW with them knocking them out this year in the A10 tournament. I think Rhode Island's going to be a really difficult team this year because they return a lot of players, and Rhode Island could have tournament hopes on the line.
One guy we haven't talked about, Patricio Garino, I feel like he shows flashes of being a poor man's Tony Kukoc at times. What do you think the expectations are for him in his senior year?
He's good. He can score, and his biggest asset is turning defense into offense. When they play the 1-3-1, which will become more and more of a pattern of GW's defensive scheme, a high 1-3-1 where they throw Patricio Garino or Yuta Watanabe all the way at the top. Patricio has a knack for stealing the ball, and then one of the best defensive players in the conference year in and year out, and then going in transition and finishing. That's where he gets half his points.
George Washington, they're going to lose Dr. John. He's graduated, he's moving on to bigger and brighter things. How are they going to replace Dr. John?
Study hall.
Paging Dr. John to the Carbonell Academic Center.
Wait a second, hold that thought. I'll be right back, all right, man?
So John Capriva, the lone senior on the team last year, he was good in that he was the captain of the team. He was the morale of the team. He really helped out in that respect. But John Capriva was really just a stopgap of Isaiah Armwood, the great forward that graduated the year prior, who helped get them to NCAA ambitions.
Awesome. Well, I appreciate your time. He is Josh Solomon, covers the George Washington men's basketball team, among other things. Give him a follow at The Real J Solo. Josh, thanks so much for joining me.
Thank you.